in one of the world's most successful constitutional systems, with every likelihood that the eventual referendum will be defeated. It is difficult to conceive of a more irresponsible proposal. Isn't that what Mr Howard proposed in 1999?
Mr Howard didn't propose that. What Mr Howard did was to provide a means to resolve what was almost a running sore. He allowed the convention to choose their own model. When the convention failed, they failed by 2 votes to pass the model. He prescribed a majority, and the majority didn't come up with what was the favoured model among the Republicans. He then allowed a process for the people to resolve the issue. He allowed the Republicans to actually write the details of the model. He allowed the question to be settled in the Cabinet by both monarchists and Republicans. And the result was that the matter went to the people. He opposed it, but he allowed a process.
But he did set forward a process which you describe, it's exactly analogous to what you describe here, and you end by saying it's difficult to conceive of a more irresponsible proposal.
He didn't propose a plebiscite. He proposed a referendum. A referendum
which invited, did it not, the people to vote no?
A referendum decides the issue. Had that referendum gone through, as soon as the Governor-General had signed the bill, we would have become a republic. It was a way of resolving the issue and doing it properly, doing it according to the Constitution, as the founders of this country intended.
How times change. I just finally want to ask you about your phrase here, the media otherwise obsessed with republicanism. What can you tell the committee about that asseveration that the media is obsessed with republicanism in Australia?
Well, it's part of an inner-city elite malady. There's a great interest in a lot of things which don't affect rank-and-file Australians. One thing is republicanism. If you go out in Australia and ask people about a republic, they look at you with glazed eyes. They're not at all interested. But people, certain people, the intelligentsia in Australia, of course, are interested in a republic. The media, the journalists are interested in a republic. And what I'm saying there is I don't think Mr Rudd would like to have an election and a bill and a plebiscite at the same time, because if he did, the media would concentrate too much airtime on the plebiscite and not concentrate on his policies. It was an observation of what I think would probably be in his mind.
To test that, you must come with me, Professor Flint, because the people I speak to are very clear-eyed out there in the Australian public. That's the end of my questions. Thank you, Chair.
Apparently we mix in different circles.
We do. We must do.